Okay, welcome back to the channel, troops. My name is John Kelly, and I'm the mediocre modeler. And this is just a quick unboxing build. This is going to be March's build for my Studio Ghiblis. So by the time I start this, I will have completed my first build, which was the Flaptter. Link in the description. And also my Totoro, which is very close to completion. So I thought I'd have a quick look at this tonight because I am genuinely excited to get started on this. So this is from the film Porco Rosso, a pilot. The pilot is a pig, technically a pig, Porco Rosso, but it's a metaphor for his life really, and I won't ruin the film for anybody that wants to watch it because it really is very good. So it's by Fine Moulds and it's in 1/48 scale. It's got some really nice box art on it. So this is obviously a Savoia S2. There it is again. And in the film he races this Curtis. So the Curtis is also next on my list of things to get hold of. I've just turned the mic gain down a little bit there. So around the edges, again, some really nice sort of pictures of the built model. So that's it built up fully on the little wooden trolley. This is Gina. She's a figure in the film, obviously, and it does come with an interior. That's Porco there, and that's I can't remember her name. Fee, I think it is, or Fee. She's the mechanic, plays a mechanic's role, and there's love interests all over the place. But the interior looks great, but that's all going to be underneath the fuselage, unless I come up with some way of exposing that or having the fuselage come off. On the other side, again, it's just a schematic really of the Savoy, and then the two end boxes again, they just have the same artwork that's on the front. Like I say, it's really nicely done. It's nicely boxed off. So we've got about 4 or 5 sprues in here, and as I say, this is the first time I've had a look in here, so I suppose that starts off with the instruction booklet. It's in Japanese. I'm guessing. I don't speak Japanese, and I certainly don't read Japanese at all. So there is a paint scheme. Yeah, so I think I'm just gonna have a look at the film for the painting scheme. I mean, these are lovely. Anyway, I'll have a think about it. It's probably just going to be red. A sprue, B. What else have we got? Have we got a C? A, B, E, F, G, H, P. Maybe the C and D are, I don't know why they haven't got C and D, but there you go. We'll have a little look as we go. Instructions look fairly simplistic or fairly simple to follow. Obviously, starts off at the build in the interior. You build up the interior. You've got Fee or Thee, the mechanic, in there as well. Engine comes as a separate unit, and then you essentially put the fuselage together, bang the wings on. Suggests you paint the wings first, which is probably a good shout, and then it comes with this little carrying cradle as well, and that's it. So it should be a fairly straightforward build. It's not a biplane. It's a overwing monoplane, and in the film, on the struts which come down onto the floats here, there is some what do they call them, tensioning wires, struts if you like. So I'll try and put those on as well. There's Porco, there's the main man, Porco Rosso, and there is Gina. So it has got an English reference guide to the paints there. I'll work my way through that. So that's the instructions, they look pretty cool. Let's have a little gander and move the box out the way, and let's have a little look at what the frets look like. Frets, Sprues. Still using my blunt knife. So we've got a few in here. look at the decals in a minute. Okay, so that one, what have we got here? Well, top section, bottom section of the wing, ailerons, and then this is certainly the external part of the engine, so this sort of builds up to make the engine, and the engine sits topside on the wings. Again, that looks pretty straightforward there. This sprue got the bottom of the fuselage, the float, if you will. There's the little wooden trestle, there's Porco, and then these are all the interior details. That's more of the trestle that it comes on. That's your fuel tank by the looks of it. These are your bulkheads. Like I say, there's a little bit of rigging and internal sort of gubbins as well. Two guns there, I don't know what they are. I mean, they look a little bit like Vickers. Maxims, could be Maxims. It's an Italian plane, so I don't know if anybody knows, got any thoughts on what that might be, then obviously drop a note in the comments. Right, have a little look in these. Start off at the easy one. Whoop. So that's Gina. As I say, she's sort of Porco's love interest, for want of a better word, at least one of them. She just comes with the base, I guess, just stands next to the plane. I probably won't use it, but I might use it for painting practice. Dear God, I need it. This is the outside of the fuselage. Again, just comes in one piece there, so no mould lines, or join lines, which is going to be quite nice. Tailplane, there's your floats, and there's your rudder, struts. Let's keep an eye on that one. They've broken off a little bit in the box. And then, yep, this is the internal bit of the engine. So this is the engine itself, which builds up as one piece there. Your exhausts. Not sure what that is. It's something though. There's a propeller. And this is Fee, or Thee, whatever her name is.
I'm responsible for this plane, and I want to do my first job right.
Last but not least, and we'll just have a quick look at these. We've got a very tight fitting bag, that's what we've got. So let's not try and go through the paper of the decals there. I don't know who makes the decals, no idea. And I might see if I can spray them anyway. I'll see what they look like, but I might see if we can spray them. We do have a little instrument panel, so that's quite nice there. Set of seat belts, unbelievably. And I'm not sure what they are. I'll have a little look, but they're okay. They feel kind of thick, a bit thick and a bit heavy, but I'm sure they'll go down fine. Then we've got a couple of glass sprues. So that is that's going to be the windshield for the mechanic who sits right in the front near the engine. That's for her. That's Porco Rosso's, so that goes over the main fuselage, and a sight, the gun sight. Yeah, the gun sight goes through that bit there. And last but not least, we've got a couple of bushes, plastic bushes, polycaps. That's the word for them, which I think is for the prop. So. There we have it. I'll just pop that back in just to offer it a little bit of protection. Instructions on top. Bish, bash, bosh. That's it. Build 3. That's going to be March's build. It is the 27th of February, so I've still got a couple of days before I start that, but I am genuinely excited to get that going.
Farewell to freedom in the Adriatic and to days of wild abandon.
What is that, Shakespeare?
No, it's Porco. See you later.